I'm going to be showing to you a Japanese card game called Origin of Failing Water. Now, this game thematically is suspiciously like the origin story of the architectural building Falling Water by Frank Lloyd Wright. What the card game is a trick-taking game done in layers, which each trick is cascading down to the next trick, which makes the game a little bit chaotic, a little bit more interesting. Now, a little caveat, I don't know Japanese, so I've been able to try to cobble together how this game is played. So this is my best understanding of how the game is played. Let's see what it looks like. To set up the game Origin of Failing Water, first you want to determine who the start player will be. In this case, it's blue, and they get the start player card. Then you arrange the colored cards in a row corresponding to the different to the order of the players going around, and the start player starts out with the lead card. Next, you go to this deck, which is the, I guess, architect design cards, and you flip the first one over, randomly selected, and that determines what the points rows will be out of this deck, which looks like this. Okay, here we see the points cards have all been laid out. At this point, each player will have 6 cards in their hand based on a randomly shuffled deck, and they will begin filling in the rows at the bottom. And I'm just gonna, you start out with the lead player or start player, and I'm just gonna go with random cards just to show you an example of how this would play out. Once this is done, then this player will start out this row going forward, and you can move the lead card if you want, it's not necessary. And I'm going to continue this on, starting with the fourth player going forward. Now starting again with the first player, now going with the second. And now we determine the scoring, and how the scoring works is this is standard trick-taking rules, and the trump card is the card. Well, we'll start out with the lead. The lead determines what the trump is. In this case, 8 is, or yellow is the trump suit, and 8 beats everything else. So blue gets the 1 point of blue. So this stays with blue. The lead card stays with blue. In which case, here we go to 8 with blue. Blue is the trump suit, and he gets the red as well. This then stays with him. So this drops down to here. Well, here we see that red is the trump suit, but it's actually yellow that has the highest value of red. So yellow is going to get the lead, and yellow is going to get the 4. So now we drop down to here, and we see that yellow determines what the trump suit is, which is blue, but now gray is going to get that card there. And we continue down, and red is the trump suit, but it is red, the color, or the red, the player, that will actually win that one. And so with our example, we continue down, and red is the trump suit, but the blue is going to get this color here. So that is an example of how you would do a standard round. So now let's look at how we would actually score that round. Blue player, it seems like blue player did really well, but we have to consider how scoring is done in this game. In this game, we add up the red and we add up the blue, so it's 3 to 1. We take the difference between those two, which in this case would be 2. So blue player gets 2 points for this round. Gray player gets 3 points for this round. Yellow player gets 4, and red player gets 2. And while at the offset it seemed like blue player made a lot of points, they only got 2 points. Right now yellow player is leading. So as play continues, then for the second round, start player card goes to the next player. The lead card starts at that same player, and you choose another card, which will be your architect design card. and you lay out the appropriate cards for that row. And that's how play continues. You do that, do a total of 4 rounds. Once you've completed a total of 4 rounds, you add up the points. Whoever has the most points wins.